Oh, hey there. So I want to talk to you about building houses and nutrition. And it's probably not what you think it's going to be. Okay, so whenever I build a house, which is often, I make a list of building materials and a list of my cost, so I know like how much it's going to cost me and how much can I sell it for, and is it going to be profitable, or am I going to lose money to do this? Also, I don't want a bunch of building materials sitting out when I don't need them, and I want to make sure that I have enough. So my goal is to take this pile of lumber and make a house over here. And with experience and a lot of experience, I'm pretty sure we're going to make it happen. We'll see in a couple of days if I can do it. Now, I try to tell my guys and people in general that building materials are kind of like nutrition in this. If I'm like, hey, we need to frame these walls up, but then I don't provide any lumber, okay? I'm just like, we're gonna frame these walls up, good luck. I'm gonna put sheetrock out here and some roofing material. And like, we really need some lumber. Like we can't really do very much with lumber. Or let's say we've got the walls built and we're like, we need to get this thing in the dry, but we don't have any house wrap, we don't have any felt, we don't have any roofing materials. And the house is, the builders, everybody is just like, we gotta have this stuff or we can't make this house right. But I just keep going, nah, just do it without that. Just do it without find a way to make the house dry without shingles. And they're like, I mean, we'll try, but we can't do very much. Now, what am I saying here? What I'm saying is this. I think a lot of people are living off, I don't know, Red Bull and nicotine and iced coffee, and they're not putting any nutrition in their bodies. And so their body's like, I can't make a roof. You're not giving me any roofing materials. I can't frame any walls. You're not giving me anything to frame the walls with. Like, I need certain materials. I need certain vitamins, minerals, nutrition, so that I can make the body that you need to live in this world. And especially as a baby, that's when you're forming it. Once you're an adult, you're just maintaining it. And you can see a lot of people decline quicker because they're not putting the right stuff in there to maintain their earthly house. Now, Jesus talks about this too. He says, which one of you that goes to build something doesn't at first count the cost, okay? You don't sit down and go, how much is this going to cost me? Are these building materials available? What kind of a timeline am I looking at? How much is labor going to cost me? Can I afford this? Because if you start and you can't finish, everyone will ridicule you, okay? Everybody will make fun of you and like, haha, that person started that house and they couldn't finish it. And they'll talk trash about you behind your back or probably to your face. And I just want you to know, nothing I'm saying right now is about building houses or nutrition. It's about our spiritual life, because that's what he's talking about. He's saying, if you don't put the right spiritual building materials into you, you are not going to be strong spiritually. And I think that is the most neglected thing that we have, at least in America, but I'm willing to say around the world, is that we just do not put in anything spiritually, and we expect to have this mansion of a spiritual life, or once we get to heaven. And I'm like, I think we got to do some stuff. I think we got to put some work in. If we want our house to be good, I think we got to do some things. We got to start with repentance, and repentance is not when you cry; it's when you change. And we've got to get right with God, and we've got to obey Him. And when He says to do something, we can't make excuses. We've got to just go, that's what He says, I'm going to trust Him. And then you do it, and you go, oh wow, you know what? This really works. Just like I tell people, look, we're going to put this 16 inches on center for these studs, and we're going to double plate the top and put pressure treated on the bottom, and king studs, jack studs, what have you. And then we put it together and they go, wow, that worked. I'm like, it worked really fast because we've done this a lot. And the same thing is true spiritually. If you're thinking, oh, I can skate by and I don't need this stuff, there's a reason that's in place, and that's to help you out. And I want you guys to be strong spiritually. I want you to be strong. I want you to have a good life. I want you to have a good house. I want you to have a good body. And that requires some work on your part. Love you guys.